You said you write. When do you write these books? Are you a binge writer? Do you write a little at a time?
I like to write something every day. It's my self-care. I think that if you don't do self-care, you self-implode. So I write, I paint, I cook, I do lots of things, but I write and it gets stress out. We talked about bullying on the bench. I've been bullied enough where I have thought, I'm going to kill somebody. We've all had those moments. So that's how All Rise was born. I was mad at the chief judge and I sat down and wrote it. And of course, it's about a judge who is bullied on the bench and says, I'd rather be a hairdresser. So she runs off. She becomes a hairdresser, opens a salon and coffee shop because I love coffee. She wears cowboy boots like me and all of that. And as she's opening her salon, she gets arrested for killing the chief judge because he's been murdered. And of course, everything can be solved in a hair salon. It's really
Of
a
course.
big, yes, of course. And so it's a big romp. Her staff comes with her. Some of the defendants who she's rehabilitated come work there. And it's a lot of fun. But when I'm stressed out, when someone bullies me, I can create whatever fiction I want and kill them off or slap them or uplift them. And it's just a lot of fun and it de-stresses me. So I try to write every day, but especially when I'm upset, I write, I take out my frustrations, not on someone else, not on myself, but on the pages.
Well, you've written 3 books and one on the way, and I think it's finished.
Just Watch Me is in Audible. Reese Witherspoon talked to me about my story and said, we've got to have the story. And so Hello Sunshine and Audible and Reese, we produced that last year. I taped it. It's only in Audible, but as of hopefully by Valentine's, it will be out in book form because so many people have said, I want it and I want you to sign it. So, and not everybody likes Audible. They like to read.
Mhm.
I love Audible because I drive around, I cook, I listen to stories, I catch up on my reading, but I also am someone who likes to hold a book. So all of my books come in all forms.
And Just Watch Me is totally all about you.
It's about me. It's about some of the things we've talked about, how I grew up, why I've done the things I've done, some of the stories of cases that I've done and what I've learned, like asking, what would you like me to know? How can I help? Instead of that awful why question, why needs to be retired in science. Why were you wearing that? Why were you there? Why did you drink so much? Why didn't you make your bed? Why didn't you do your homework? That shames and blames, right? When I ask you
Mhm.
a why question, you want to run away. Give me the short answer and get out of there, right? But when I say, what would you like me to know and how can I help? You tell me what you're feeling. And I talk about those kinds of things and how I learned those lessons.
Is it gonna become a biopic?
I hope so. I don't know.
Yeah. Is that why Reese is involved?
Um, Reese was involved because after the Nasser case, she just really wanted to know how I knew to do what I did and said, there's a story there and you have to write it. And I said, aren't I too young to, I have a lot more to do. And she said, no, you need to tell this.